They're very economical to run. No oil changes, no tune-ups, none of the usual stuff.
Wow, okay, so here we go. We're going to have some fun. We get a chance to talk to a car owner a little bit about their passion today. Your name for the record, sir?
Jay Donnaway.
Jay. All right, so now what are you doing here today at the Greenwood gig? What are you doing?
Showing off the Karmen Eclectra. It's my 71 Karmann Ghia Coupe with full electric drive.
Wow, okay, so now how long has this this passion, this rig, how long you had it?
I started this project in 2002 in Atlanta.
Okay.
Moved it cross country and
Okay.
one more time since, and add kids and jobs to the mix. It's quite a long-term project.
Wow, wow, okay, so let's start with the rig. Tell us about your car.
All right. So, you know, the Karmann Ghia was a coach-built car. You didn't find many of those going into the 70s, so that was rare. Unibody, very lightweight, but it can handle a lot of weight.
Okay.
Added 680 pounds to it, and the only thing I had to do was put heavier torsion bars in there.
Wow, okay.
Shaved all the chrome, took the ugly square turn signals off the front and filled those, put early style bullets on. You can see the recharging port is in the gas filler. That's kind of
Sexy.
obligatory for an electric. Got a small battery pack up front where the gas tank used to be, and the main packs are under the rear seat.
Nice.
Completely rebuilt the floor pan, put in boxes that are sunk into there, so most of the weight is at about 8 inches center of gravity.
So now, how often do you drive this car?
I am just in testing right now. I did my first commute this week, 24 miles on the highway.
Oh my! Okay, so now how'd that feel? It's like a test pilot, I'd imagine.
It was great. I actually had a buddy follow me just to make sure I'd make it, but it worked just fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So now, the sensation of culmination of project, I mean, that's got to really got you, where you at? I mean, are you going to make more, or are you going to drive around and relax for a little while?
Getting to the point of commuting was nice, but nothing replaces the first time you feel 300 foot-pounds of torque in the seat.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Oh my! Okay, so now let's keep going on the car a little bit here. Oh my gosh! What'd you do back here, boss? Gosh!
This was a 9-inch advanced DC standard forklift fare. This motor lived its first life in a warehouse forklift, and then the diff locked up and it twisted off the drive shaft. We cut it apart, shortened it by 3 inches, turned the whole bloody steel case on a lathe, removed the internal cooling fan, high-speed balanced the comm for 6,000 plus RPM, put a Kevlar band around it to keep it from playing birdcage at high RPM, dipped everything. This is the second ever adjustable brush ring built by High Torque Electric down in Redmond. Plumb the field coils to the outside so we can do series parallel shifting like an electronic 2-speed within one motor. That's usually multiple motor tricks.
I think I got to go to some SIVA meetings and do some learning.
Yeah, but that little box, that tube can make 300 foot-pounds of torque, 240 horsepower.
Wow! Wow! Okay, so now, talk to us in practical terms what that means. So this sounds like a performance car.
Yeah. The battery pack was chosen to be the minimum that would let me do my commute, but still keep the motor in full power all the way down the drag strip.
Sweet, okay.
I hadn't drug it yet, but I expect to be in the 14s easy and break 100.
Dang, okay. And have you turned them over yet? Will it turn them over? Will it?
Oh yes, it'll
smoke them up and.
These 10-inch wide meets, it'll spin them for a good 5 feet before it locks up.
Okay, all right. So let's do this. So we've learned some things about the car, and I think we've learned some things about you, my friend. I think we have. So let's do this. If you would, I'm going to ask you to just summarize a little bit about your engagement with SIVA and what it's like to work with that group. If I was out there and I was thinking to myself, wow, it seems like I got to know a lot. How am I going to integrate with that group and such? Talk to us a little bit about SIVA and your experiences.
Having a group of peers that you can bounce ideas off of, commiserate when things go wrong, as they often do, is invaluable.
Mm-hmm.
And trading parts for pennies on the dollar, trading favors, it's a
Spare
real
set of hands, the whole thing.
Yeah. When you need to call a buddy to follow you home, if you
somebody who gets it.
Yeah, somebody to watch you on test rides, figure out where that vibration's coming from, turn a wrench with you on a Friday night. It's real valuable.
Wow. Wow. So, okay, so I think we've learned a lot, and one of the things I also think we've done has been a little bit inspired. The amount of engineering sounds a little bit daunting, but it sounds also like there's help, and it sounds like it's a hell of a lot of fun to be involved with. I mean, really.
Off-the-shelf parts from a number of vendors. You can mix and mash. It's a lot of fun.
Kind of a quiet hum when you turn it on? I mean, does it...
No hum when you turn it on. It's absolutely silent. Basically, all you hear is gear noise. I've got a little bit of fan noise added because I use electric blowers to cool it.
Sure, sure. All right. Well, thank you, my friend. Very nice to meet. Woohoo! Wow. So there you go. Somebody who's a aficionado and an advocate, and also at the same time, a really cool geek. All right. Okay. We'll talk to you in a while, man.
Every dollar is going to take you about 5 times further.
Nice.